Phil, John, congratulations. You guys have landed in the final round of this competition. Now we're sending you back to your home forges to recreate this iconic weapon from history. The Partizan. Good luck, bladesmiths. We'll see you in 4 days.
Today's day one, and the main thing I want to get accomplished today is forging out that socket. If I don't get that done, that's going to put me behind where I need to be for tomorrow.
What do you think of that?
Why does it have a hole?
Because the spear is going to go inside.
For the blade, I'm starting out with a good chunk of sheet steel, 1095 high carbon. There we go. I am overcome with joy with the amount of progress that I've made today.
First thing we gotta do is get the profile established, get our medial ridge ground in, take a lot of the weight out, and get it ready for heat treat. A weapon like this is meant to be swung, so it needs to be well balanced. It can't be too top heavy, but I need to balance that with strength as well. So the plan for heat treating the blade is to clay up each blade individually and differentially harden the edges so that it stays nice and soft and springy, and only our cutting edge gets hard. If the whole blade was as hard as the edge, it would be really likely to break. Alrighty. Now that's straight. Now we're gonna clay and heat treat the flanges one at a time. Last quench right here. Hell yeah. Thing's hard as woodpecker lips.
Today is day two, and the plan for today is just to get that medial ridge situated just right. What I gotta figure out is how exactly to do this. Smiths have been making medial ridges for hundreds, if not thousands of years, but in all of my research that I found, I could not find how they traditionally put medial ridges on blades that were so pronounced. So I'm really having to go just a little different route than I think what is traditionally done. I'm gonna take bar stock, tack weld it, throw it in the forge weld it, throw a bead of weld, and then I'm gonna go in and clean up those welds so I get those really drastic curves. The weight of the piece is gonna be heavier, but I'm gonna have structural integrity. That is sufficiently ground. I think we are ready to heat treat. I think we are good.
Day 4, the sun's finally out. Today's mostly refining work, fit and finish, getting everything cleaned up, sharpened, and getting the spear mounted. So now I'm forging a nail to affix the spear to the shaft. So I've just got a piece of square stock tapered down. We're gonna cut it off with the parent bar and chuck it up in the nail header. There's our nail. I can do better. See how the head's off center? I don't know, this one, it's gonna be inside. You're not gonna know, it's fine. Oh God, I'll know though. I'm gonna make another one. That one's better. What my spear brings to the table is the good blend of form and function. And with the way I made it, it should be pretty much indestructible. Feels good.
The plan for today is to clean up the surface grind, get everything nice and shiny, then continue on with the bevels, and then start assembling. Just gonna kind of do a dry fit and see where I'm at with the hole here. Not gonna peen it, I still need to take it all apart for some more work, but just getting that step in the process done and ready to move forward with it. Whoops. I'm thinking, it'll come right off, no problem. I was wrong. It's like, why am I taking this out if it fits so well? But to keep working on it, I need it out. Wow, I'm an idiot. That's not budging. As I'm prying on this vise, trying to get the bar out, it dawns on me, heat up the metal, burn the wood, it'll come right out. Voila. Disaster averted. Of all the things to go wrong, right? A major build, $10,000 on the line. He prematurely gets his wooden staff stuck in it. So I'm not planning on testing right now. If it's gonna malfunction, if it's gonna break at this point, I want the judges to have the honor of destroying something that I've built, not me. I think that feels good.
All right, bladesmiths, this is the kill test. To test the lethality of your weapon, I will deliver killing blows on this ballistics dummy. fill you up first. You ready for this?
Yes, sir, man. Let's do it. Going into this test, my heart's starting to pump a little faster. Doug's hopefully just gonna destroy this ballistics dummy, and we're gonna have pieces flying all over the place and blood on the walls.
All right, Phil. The design you have here is scary. That's a very thick spine you have. The edges are sharp. As you can see, very deadly. The one thing about this is that it's heavy. That is something to take into account when you're carrying something like this into battle and you gotta move multiple times. But more importantly, your weapon will kill.
Thank you, sir.
All right, John, your turn. You ready?
Let's do it. I'm feeling good about the kill test. I know my blade is sharp, and I think it'll cut really well.
Pushed out a rib. All right, John, I love the feel of the blade. You can really fight with it because it's lighter. Your blade also is very slim, that it penetrates in there when there's no resistance, even enough to push out a rib. More important, I love the balance, I love the feel, and it will kill.
Thank you, sir.
All right, gentlemen, it's time for the strength test, the Pike push and armor stab. Now, the Partizan was often used in castle or in city defense. So to test the overall strength and construction of your blades, I'll be pushing against these pikes with the blade and then stabbing into the armor. Now, this test is not about what your weapons do to the targets. It's about what those targets are going to do to your weapons. Philip, you're up first. You ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, Philip, this thing is a beast. The weight, the shape of your tip really makes it a good penetrating weapon. The issue I have is the Partizan was a standoff weapon. Got to be able to control it. And at full extension, that weight's hard to control. I like the fact that you have this high medial ridge. I like your design. My only issue is the weight. Good job.
Thank you, sir.
John, you ready?
Let's do it. I am a little bit worried about the blade going into the strength test. You know, stabbing into armor with the blade being as thin as it is. I was really concerned about keeping the weight down. Hopefully it holds up.
Okay, John, the weapon is light, it's well balanced. I really like that. Issue I have is down here. It looks as if this is the thinnest spot. Now you've got a differential heat treat. You can actually see those lines. And that soft core, it may be what's affecting this blade. So as soon as I stabbed in and it locked up, that blade went. With this bend, it's not safe to test this blade anymore. It's gonna keep on bending and it's gonna get harder and harder to control.
John, your blade has suffered a significant deformation in the course of our strength testing. It's received a vote of no confidence from the judges. I have to ask you to please leave the forge.
I completely agree with the judge's decision. With the way that blade bent, I wouldn't be comfortable testing it either.
Good job. Awesome job, man. Seriously.
Even though I'm not a Forged in Fire champion, I am proud of the work I turned in. Phil, congratulations, brother. You did a great job, and I'm happy for you.
Philip, you are the new Forged in Fire champion. That's a title that comes with a check for $10,000. Good job.
I just won Fortune to Fire. John, you're an awesome dude, an amazing competitor.
The sense of joy and an accomplishment, knowing my daughter is gonna see, there's so many emotions right now. I'm overwhelmed. I'm trying to hold back tears, man. I'm taking it home to Texas.